Now go ahead, call you through to the police emergency. What's the emergency?
What's the address of the emergency?
My girlfriend's got the baby.
42, what address?
The baby's come out.
Go ahead, call. What's your emergency, please?
There's one phone number everyone knows.
Police emergency, how can I help?
What's the emergency, please?
And last year it was dialed 31 million times.
Just prepare yourself for what could be one of the most traumatic things you're going to hear, or one of the most comedy moments that you're going to sit through.
Suze, vibrator stuck in anus.
These are the people who tune in first to our cries for help.
Right, listen, you need to come. Listen to me. Listen, you need to listen to me so we can help her.
Making decisions that can mean the difference between life and death.
We're going to pump the chest hard and fast.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I just go over the call and think, have I done everything that I could have done?
Jesus Christ, I think she died.
We follow the calls as they are passed to police, fire and ambulance. Seeing through their eyes how Britain is changing.
Get down on the floor!
Calm down.
Have you taken any drugs at all?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all?
Yeah, it's definitely the Wild West, all right, yeah. I get to see the side of Britain that no one ever thinks about.
Right, mate, we're looking for a guy with a sofa. You've not seen one, have you?
I've learnt a lot about what goes on in real life, to be honest.
Go ahead, call you through to the police emergency.
Blackpool has a reputation as Britain's party capital, but the party is always on the edge of going out of control.
We're going to take you.
More people are getting off their heads than ever before. Besides the booze and drugs everyone's used to, now there's a dizzying array of unclassified party drugs on the street. And the emergency services are left to protect people from themselves.
He's dead.
Go ahead, call. What's your emergency, please?
Across Lancashire, the emergency control centres can take 1,000 calls on a busy Saturday night as the partygoers hit the night spots of Blackpool.
Right, tell me what's happened.
He says he's took keys.
Tell everyone there is nothing they can do for him while he's having a fit. He has to have the fit.
He's outside on a bench, shaking. Like, we asked him if he'd taken anything, and he just said 5. So he can't stand up. Yeah, I don't know, like 5 pills or 5 what, I don't know.
Thank you, caller. What's the emergency?
The thing is, with Blackpool, there's a lot of people here for a good time. And you get the odd one who'll take it that little bit too far.
Got a bloke who's on the floor who keeps, like, losing his balance and splitting his head, like, falling on the floor.
He keeps falling
hanging his head and stuff. Yeah, I think he's under some sort of narcotics or drugs or something.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Everywhere's having problems with drugs and alcohol. One of them things, you have to just pick up the pieces.
Disappear. Right, lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down.
One of the longest serving beat cops in Blackpool is PC Chris Beasley.
Once you've been exposed to it for a lengthy amount of time, there isn't very much that shocks you, really.
Stay still.
Known by colleagues as Beaker.
Supposedly, I look and behave like the Muppets character, which I can't say it myself.
I'm a security guard behind the Metropole Hotel in Blackpool.
Yes?
Yeah, there's 2 naked gentlemen walking past being very loud.
Naked?
Naked, yeah. Quite disturbing.
I'll go and take a look. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no worries.
You're on a hiding to get hurt, should you view yourself as seen it, done it, because there's always a bigger boy, isn't there?
I don't know where my clothes are. I'm trying to find them. I don't know where they are. Hey, listen. There's no need for that.
Calm down.
Is there any need?
Just leave it there.
Get down on the floor! Get down on the floor! Is it?
Everybody comes here thinking it's the end of the rainbow for a weekend, having it large.
Where are your clothes?
Hey, if I knew where it was, I would fucking tell you. Did you go out with them on? Huh? Did you go out with them on? Of course I did.
So how have you ended up without them on?
Because I went for a laugh.
Because you took them off?
Huh?
Because you took them off? Yeah?
If I knew where it was, it'd be, Bring your knees up to your chest, set them to your arse. Roll up onto your feet. Left for 3, 1, 2, 3.
Ready when you are.
Ready to roll.
Are you okay with me driving first then, Sue?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Okay, lovely.
Yes, there's a man just been knocked over by a car, and he's just been trying to hit someone else, and he's now on the floor, he's now on the deck.
Right. Oh, okay. Is that him that's making all that noise?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Right, been hit by a car?
Yeah.
What's the story then here?
Scott, he's had a bit to drink.
Right.
We've had a couple of calls with him having altercations with cars, but he's gone over and he's cracked the back of his head. Scott, just keep still for us.
Let me put this on your neck. Just relax for us, Scott.
It's the case.
I don't think so, Scott.
Scott, just relax. Relax back down.
It's the case.
He took a shine to me, really. I don't know why. I attract the bad ones, what can I say? How much have you had to drink?
It's the case. I don't know nothing.
Later, maybe.
People who are smashed can be unpredictable.
I'm gonna fucking punch out in a minute. Oh, you're fucking joking. Are you sick or what?
Hey. Listen, don't be like that. We're only trying to help.
Just give up swearing and give up the attitude. That's what you can give up.
I would do if I could fucking lose the cup.
Stop swearing.
How much have you had to drink tonight? Right then, to hospital it is.
I'm going to have to put these cuffs back on you, mate.
Yeah,
You've got to get yourself a bit more dignity, all right?
Right, mate, this is embarrassing enough as it is for you. Okay, so what we're going to do now is offer you the opportunity to put some clothes on. Okay, so you can maintain a bit of dignity while you go into the police station. All right? What do you want to do? Step down, mate, and I'll tie it around your waist.
This is bullshit.
Which bit? The fact that you bollock naked in the town centre? Is it my fault?
Have you been here before?
No.
What's your date of birth? Where'd you call it up with, Jen?
Sometimes they're friendly, sometimes they leave the brains at the end of M55, which can obviously leave some wounded soldiers.
You're probably quite an intelligent guy and a very nice person when you're not drunk.
Give over.
No.
7.6.
Give over.
No.
No, okay.
Right, put your hands down.
I've got an IQ of about 1... Yeah.
Not at the moment, you haven't.
What do you mean?
Because of the alcohol, you've reduced it quite significantly.
What do you mean, the band?
Well, you haven't.
Jeez.
But I haven't got time to argue with you on that, or I would, and I would win. All right. They'll be with you very shortly. Okay. I don't take them seriously. Just be a shame if he had to stay on it for quite.
Oh, he's clapping you.
Is it?
This was done earlier in the day.
How did you do it?
When you can tell they're on drugs, it's the way they slur the words, but it's not the same as alcohol slur. I can't explain unless you hear it.
OK, right, tell me what's happened. Why do you need an ambulance? You're gonna... Listen, open your mouth. I can't tell what you're saying. And don't call me...
All right.
Now, for less than the cost of a pint, there's a new party drug around, mephedrone.
Morning. You all right?
Sometimes known as MCAT or meow meow. In Blackpool, they call it bubble.
I'm not going to be giving you rights at the moment because you've obviously been drinking something tonight. Have you taken any drugs at all?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
Not even a spot of bubble?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive. On my mother's life, I don't do that.
No?
Bubble's a synthetic drug. It's probably the one that's most widely people go on about saying it's legal, and obviously it's not. It's a Class B drug. But it's probably the one that we see the massive, big change in how people are.
Fucking shut up!
Be quiet.
Swearing.
Stop swearing. That's what got you here in the first place. Do you have anything in your pockets we need to know about?
No! What the fucking
Double ox.
Calm down for me, all right?
You know, a lot of this stuff you can buy over the internet, which is plant sort of food derivative. At some point, somebody must have had a swig of a bottle of Baby Bio and thought, you know, this is fun. So it's been sort of tweaked a little bit and watered down into a party drug.
Spot of bubble.
Oops. Because of what's been found in your pocket, you're also being arrested on suspicion of Class B substance.
Fucking strip searching me.
What's happened, please?
I've just come home. I've been out all day. I've just come home. My son is not good. He's admitted to me that he's had something drug-wise, and from a sex shop.
Bubble. Why? Why take it?
Right, if you tell me exactly what's happened.
We've got a 19-year-old girl who's taken some meow meow. Now she can't hold her own head up.
Bubble, plant food, meow meow. I suppose it's which area you come from, because meow meow was, I think, quite northern, like Cumbria area. We got a lot of them say meow meow.
Within the hour, that's fine. I've put that in an hour's response as requested, but any changes you're aware of, do call us straight back. I mean, the first time I ever got a call, what is it he's taking? It was bubble. And I'm thinking, washing up liquid? Bubble? What is this?
From up north, and people say you're from Blackpool, they say, oh, you're a bubblehead.
No, it's not a drug that I'd take myself, because apparently it's like plant fertiliser.
Comes in like a little bag and it's like crystals.
It does the effects of what E's do and what Coke does. So, in one kind of thing, so it's like, not as long lasting as an E, but it's not as expensive as Coke.
If you go to a pub or whatever and it's £3.50 a pint, and you've only got a tenner in your pocket, you could have a couple of pints, get yourself some bubble, and then you'd be having as much of a good time as somebody who's got enough money in their pocket to booze all night.
I'd use the word wired. Willing to do anything, feel as though they could take on world or whatever.
I prefer my girlfriend to tell me she was taking heroin if
I would as well.
Bubble.
I know people that are like 15 years old that are sniffing it every weekend and selling it as well. So it's quite a lethal, nasty, horrible drug. It's just so mainstream as well now. You can get hold of it from any street corner.
The smell of bubble is pretty distinctive. It's pretty horrible sort of smell that you smell it once and the second you smell it again you'll know it's bubble straight away.
You know when you've been on the bubble, the way they are, they're very agitated all the time, pulling faces. They can hardly stay still half the time. It's a bit of an epidemic, I think.
Do you know how much money I've spent already? £395.
It doesn't sort of heighten your awareness to being smart, which is an easy win for us.
And I'm going to say to you, how much of that have you spent on drugs? Because you're quite clearly under the influence of drugs, aren't you?
I have had some drugs.
I can tell. I can tell.
I'm not even going to lie to you.
You're standing like a sore thumb. So I'll tell you what you better do, mate. Go away and keep talking to us, because I'm going to start rooting for your pockets in a minute. Because my grounds for search are there, aren't they? You've admitted to me now you're on drugs. Go away.
When you first see somebody on bubble, pacing up and down, trying to chew their own face off, you know, chewing their own lips, you know, showing the teeth, sort of extending the jaw open, you know, opening and closing the hands.
You have to cut come off.
Is it drugs related?
Yes.
No. Daniel, do you understand why you're here at this police station? Because you've been exposing your penis down at the train station when there's members of the public have been around. Not a wise move, that, is it? But obviously because you...
thing to do.
Yeah, it's a bit daft, really, isn't it? I think you're a bit biffed. Daniel, what have you had today?
Drink.
What else have you taken?
No.
Just turn around for me. What's the white powder on your nose, then?
MCAT.
MCAT. Meow meow, otherwise known as. Methadone. What drugs do you normally use?
No.
None? None at all? Is this the first occasion you've ever taken drugs?
Yeah.
Right, strip search please lads, cell 13. He's got bubblitis.
Turn down. Squat down. Okay.
They're a nightmare to deal with. People can be horrible, horrible, nasty, nasty creatures when they come in. If you probably could give them a cheeky crack around the chops, you probably would want to, the way they behave towards you, but the reality is I can't, can I?
Oh, what are you saying? Hey, stop resisting, Jay. Ah! Fucking resisting. Oh, shit! Oh,
There's loads of fighting going on outside on the street.
Are any
bottles at the house?
They're chucking bottles?
Get out, I want the police there, please, now.
Okay, the police are already on the way, okay.
No, don't fucking touch me and say that! Shut up! It's my brother, it's my own blood! Yeah, your brother. Hey, come here!
With police on the doorstep, one wired partygoer chooses not to hang around.
What's wrong, pal? Nothing wrong, you sealed your head. It was him over there.
You don't
Yo,
clear up, you
told you twice. Go away. Go away!
What? You've done nothing wrong.
Sit on your backside. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I've done nothing wrong.
Why are you running away then?
I've got a phobia. I don't like being chased. I don't like being touched. I
If
want to go home. I want to see my mum.
If you've got a phobia of being chased, why leg it from the police? I don't know this lad, but he's a...
You don't know how something's going to affect somebody. Sometimes you can get them and they'll come in and they're fine, no issues, quite amenable, and then they can just change and snap.
What's your head, yeah?
You can kind of tell straight away that they're on bubble just with their demeanour.
What have you had tonight, you?
What no, he's naked for nothing.
Sweating.
You're resting me for nothing.
I haven't... Come, this way.
How long have I been here for, pal?
I don't until you're sober, mate.
I'm sober now.
Well, it won't be long then, will it?
10 minutes after arriving in custody, the bubble really starts to kick in.
Sit yourself up, mate. You all right?
Oh, Eddie, mate, what's going on here, like? Eddie, wait, what's the fuck up? You dead, man?
Eddie!
He's dead.
Eddie.
What?
Hello, I'm the nurse. I'm going to try and sit you up now.
Can I sit you up, okay?
Hey, the kid? Who's the kid? Oh! Let me see my phone! Ah, Marie!
Stop. Get in there.
He's obviously, or I would imagine he's taking bubble.
Yeah,
The
that's
way
why
he
I've got your phone ready. I'll show you if you calm down.
What is it? Have you had some bubble tonight?
Where's my phone?
Nothing for 12.
Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
When somebody's kicking off, they have got the strength of 10 men, and it might take quite a few people to restrain them. If somebody from the outside is looking on that, it does look really bad, I'll have that, I understand that. But what they don't understand is, unless you want to get in and be there and see what it's like to hold somebody down when they're wriggling around, trying to hit you, bite you, scratch you, claw your eyeballs out, you know, they are wild.
Be careful where you're spitting anyway, please. Eddie, I'm going to clean your nose, all right? You blow.
So how can that be a good night out? And the problem is, they never remember. So when you start to speak to them in the morning and talk to them, they just can't remember at all.
Is it cold water?
Yeah, it's very cold, it's nice.
Very nice.
Yeah?
Very nice. You want some on your head?
It's a crazy thing, isn't it? That somebody will go and buy something when they don't know what it is. It could be anything. And people are after making a quick tenner or whatever, then they're not bothered whether or not they sell you something that's mixed with talcum powder, brick dust, or anything else. So, you know, and it's all the junk that goes into it, and that effects that can have on you as well.
Eddie, listen. Will you look at me? Will you try and remember what you took tonight? Have you had drugs tonight?
No.
You've had something?
I had a glass of vodka, that was it.
No glass of vodka does what you've just been
That's
through.
all right.
Do you take bubble?
I like your watch.
Thank you. Eddie.
We don't really know what we're dealing with, do we? If you're willing to have a swig out of a bottle of baby bio, what's the next thing you're gonna experiment with?
Your leg feels cold.
Can you rest your head then?
She's not breathing.
Put her on the floor.
Right, is she not breathing?
Hello?
Right, is she breathing?
I don't know.
Right, you need to check, it's very important.
She's taking some bubble as well, apparently.
She's taking bubble, okay. Well.
Yeah.
Whilst new chemical highs are tempting the party crowds, old school drugs like heroin and crack are still on the streets.
The lad's got a needle stuck in his groin. Should I put him on? He can talk himself.
No, I'd rather he didn't if he's the guy that's in his jaw, right? So he's got a needle stuck in his groin.
I've been spiked in pub.
You've been spiked?
Yeah, with few E's, so I heard.
You've been what, sorry? Spiked with what, sorry?
With few E's.
With some E's, alright. How old are you?
40.
When they phone up, they won't tell you at first. It's really funny. I don't feel very well. And my heart's racing, I've got chest pain, and on chest pain it says, have you taken any drugs or medications?
Right, thank you. Tell me exactly what's happened.
I'm like, come on, tell me. Now you're anti-Alex. And then they admit it. It's like, well... But sometimes they just won't admit it, but you know, you can tell when someone's on something.
It's not just the police and ambulance who suffer the late-night fallout from drugs. The fire service regularly gets its share too.
Hey, can I have a fire brigade, please?
Where to?
Jeffrey Square, please.
Jeffrey Square. Right, house. Where are they going? What is it, a house?
Yeah, there's smoke coming from, I think it's either the bedroom or the kitchen, I don't know.
So it's upstairs bedroom?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, the fire service are already on the way.
What is it? Smoke from upstairs bedroom.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Is there anybody in?
I don't know. If you go up the stairs, there's a door, but it's really strong smoke.
Right.
Just in that bed, I think it's that bedroom there.
Right. Do you know if there's anybody in?
Is anyone else in? No, I don't think so.
The smoke-filled flat is used as a place for addicts to get high.
When you go into a property, you can't see your hand in front of your face. All the carpet's on fire, the stairs are on fire. You're scratching around because there might be somebody in there. It's horrifically scary.
This guy and that guy's taking a hell of a lot of smoke. Yeah, yeah.
It was warm inside, wasn't it? Very warm. Another 2 minutes, that'd have flashed and it'd have been a different thing altogether. That would have been fully going. It's a right mess inside.
You put the fire out, and afterwards you start noticing things. One of the things I noticed was orange caps, and you tend to find them off hypodermic needles. And if you're going in on your hands and knees and you notice that, you're just thinking, I really hope I've not knelt on something like that.
The tenant returns home, only to find his flat destroyed.
The only thing is, it's like I say, the fire started in the chair area. Like I say, you were saying you've not been in since 9. But
Not been in since 9.
You think some...
I'll take a bloody lie detector on that one. No, I've not been in since 9.
You think some of your friends...
people go in there.
Oh, no.
They've had a fucking hit of gear or something like that, I don't know, and then they've fucking seen it and done a...
They're using drugs. They're using drugs in there.
Yeah. I'm just telling you the truth. Right? I mean, there's no point in me lying.
This must have been going ages.
Yeah, I'd say.
Proper. Nobody lives here?
Yeah, the guy lives here, but he's been out since about 9 o'clock this morning.
Oh, right. Well.
But people regularly use it for drinking, smoking and unfortunately taking drugs.
Still warm, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
No, I don't suppose you realise how deep you'd get into the social problems of it all. But you do, and you get caught up in it. I suppose it's hard for everyone, it's not just us, is it?
Everything's got to be organised down to the last letter. The way I live my life is in quite a sort of anally, sort of obsessive way, where everything's got to be in a particular place at a particular time, which drives me mental. You know, I've managed to cure myself of turning the cans of beans round so all the labels are the same way, but it's still pretty bad. What's up, mate? Right, just pull over through the lights, mate. Okay, looks like he's been aggro in the back of that cab, doesn't he?
PC Chris Beasley is asked for assistance by a taxi driver whose passenger has become a problem.
Some people are unpredictable. You know, anything could happen. So I'm going to say this to you once, okay? This chap is owed £49 for a fare that you're legally bound to pay him, all right? You've been driving it. Listen to me. We're very, very busy. Pay the man, and everyone can move on.
All right.
You're not going to pay me the booths receipt, are you?
Mate, what the fuck am I supposed to
I'm not
do?
your mate. If you swear again, mate, your feet won't touch the ground, I'll deal with it myself. Right, 10 seconds, think of a way of paying, or you're going to the police station.
I'm going to the police station.
Are you? Right, get on your knees, put your hands behind your back. Stop moving. Stop resisting.
What the fuck are you doing, mate? Mate, just because you got some power.
Well, no, I'm very busy, mate, as is that cabbie, and you're just being an idiot.
Mate, I earn more money than you have earned in a week.
Why don't you buy yourself a decent hat, then?
Mate, I don't believe it.
Stupid.
Carry on, mate.
Onto the desk. Put it forward. That's it. Then we can control them safely. Just control them safely there, can't we? What you use tonight, Jack? It's going to help me look after you while you're here, to be honest with me.
To be honest, I think your police officers are using more drugs than I am.
Quite clear, Jack, you've had some cocaine or something similar. There's white powder and trace that up your nose, I can see from here. That's why I should look up.
Test me for it, mate.
We will be doing in the morning. I think you're just so unpredictable, aren't you?
No.
Well, you are from where I'm stood. I'm glad there's a desk between us. Let's put it that way.
You could honestly look at my records and see the most predictable person ever.
Why are you doing that?
Late into the night, Blackpool's 20-somethings are still partying hard.
Because he killed his wife on heroin. Heroin! Right. But you didn't see what I saw, you didn't see what I saw.
Right, how are we going to help you, mate? You can't wander around Blackpool like you are at the moment, can you?
I'll be
Do you need an
okay.
ambulance?
No.
Right. Well, how are we going to get you home? Where are we going to take you? You can't be wandering around on your own in the state you're in, mate.
You don't understand.
If you're a police officer 24 hours a day, you're going to be pretty lonely in the pub, I would suggest.
I'll be alright, mate.
Right, we're going to give you a lift back, alright? Get you out of the town centre, yeah?
Ow! I mean, it's only around the corner. Are you arresting me?
No, we'll give you a lift back.
Cheers.
Alright?
Alright, thank you.
Like my wife, for example, when we go out for a meal or something like that, she gets annoyed with me that I have to clock everybody coming in and out. Heaven forbid, something should happen when I'm out with my wife and kids having a meal, but my brain won't let me switch off what's going on around me. Because you're always thinking worst case scenario, which is good for keeping you safe, but it's often not good for keeping you sane, I would suggest.
Ambulance service.
I've just been contacted. It's a 17-year-old who's taken an overdose of Valium.
A teenager has taken a dangerous cocktail of Valium mixed with cannabis.
17-year-old male.
The emergency services aren't just facing an increase in new and illegal street drugs. Prescription drugs are also part of the narcotic mix.
10 Valium.
10 Valium.
And a load of weed. So it's quite chilled.
Right.
Let's leave that, pal. We need to go up there now, yeah? Come on, it'll be there when you get back. Microwave in the morning.
Right, you all right on these stairs then?
Right, you've got a banister that side. Hold on to it, please, because I don't want you falling on top of my colleague. Get him up. Got a handle there.
We'll take you up to A&E. We're going to need to keep an eye on you, all right?
Straight E's for life. E, what I.
Pop you down this way and get you booked in. Hi, Oliver. Hello there. Overdosed 12 Valium, quite a bit of cannabis as well throughout the day.
12 Valium.
And cannabis, yeah.
Have you done anything like this before? What made you do it tonight then? Something to do. Okay. What do you think? Do they know what these tablets do? They can't do it because you wouldn't take 12, would you, just for the fun of it? You might take one to see what it does, but you're going to take 12. It's sad though, isn't it? He's 17.
Yeah, 17.
It's just such a waste of his life though, isn't it?
Drug takers risk danger to themselves, but when they're behind the wheel, they pose a lethal threat to others.
Where's it now, Mark? What, is it a potential drink driver?
When we got to him, I opened the door expecting him to smell of booze, and he smelled of drugs straight away, which was a problem itself because he was a big bruiser as well.
Have you been taking cocaine? No, just stay there for a minute. Pardon?
If your instincts tell you that something's not right, you know, if the hairs on the back of your neck start standing up, or there's just something that says this isn't right, you've got to trust yourself and act on what your body's telling you.
Right, I'm not happy with your behaviour at the moment, mate.
Their level of force dictates my level of force. If I thought somebody was going to hit me, I'm allowed to use reasonable force to detain them.
John Boyd, 110-5-93.
Sometimes you've got your war face on and appear confident, even though inside you're thinking, this isn't going to go very well.
Get off my pants!
The driver makes a grab for PC Beasley's pepper spray.
Get off his belt. Get off his belt now. Go. Right, put him on the deck. Put him on the deck. Let go of my belt!
I haven't even touched his man. Get up.
Put your hands!
Oh my gosh. Oh, let's punch your man to the face. Right, yeah. Right.
Right, stand up. You're going to be breathalyzed. You go to the police station anyway, so stand up.
Yeah, I'm going to go police
Stand up.
station. Yeah.
Stand there. Stop struggling!
Who's struggling? Do you see me struggling? Stand still. I'm not struggling. Don't push, man. See you, you fucking...
Drink driving is bad enough. Getting behind the wheel after taking some drugs is absolute madness. Once you've actually seen the fallout, massive casualties or massive loss of life, ruined people's lives, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when somebody's going to end up hurting somebody.
Look, do you see what I mean?
Right, the reason, just shut up and listen to me. The reason why you're being treated like this is because of how you reacted when the officer stopped you. Okay, based on what I've told, you were threatening and you were violent towards them. All right, they've requested, just listen to me, they've requested a sample of breath off you, to which you've become threatening, resistive, and you're violent, and you've refused to provide a sample of breath. Look, it's not funny, this, is it?
No, it ain't.
All right,
funny.
I'm not laughing, am I?
Do you think I ain't been here before?
Right.
You're just waiting for the opportunity to kick off again. All right. So we're going to nice and calmly give you the opportunity to undertake this breath test procedure. You've just told the sergeant you've got no medical conditions at all. All right. If you don't blow on it, then it's taken as a refusal. Simple as that.
Take it as a refusal.
Right. Well, that's your mistake, isn't it? Right. Because you'll get the maximum sentence at court for refusing.
Yeah, I know law, mate. Fucking hell.
The unpredictability of drug users takes its toll on the ambulance crews too.
Call takers suggesting that you just proceed with caution, over.
Roger, will do, thanks, over.
A man with a long history of abusing prescription drugs has started a fight in his flat.
Well, they're nice, Sue, isn't it? I'm not a counsellor. Right, let's see what's going on. There's quite a lot of loud shouting going on. Right. Is it safe for us to come in there, or do we need...
Waste time, honestly. I'm so sorry that you're there. Come in, yes.
Oh, I'm getting out of there, I'm telling you. I'm going to get swung for...
Can we get outside? Please go outside.
Just fuck off.
He's calling her a packet. She's his landlady, that's disgusting.
139.
Yeah, 139. Do you have an ETA for police, please, Ed? This guy's threatening the landlady and he's trashing his flat, is the only way to put it at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just on to him again now.
Roger, many thanks.
I think if ever you feel like that, we always get told, you know, not to be a hero and just to get ourselves out of that situation. If you talked to other crews, there have been times where crews have been held hostage.
Well, fasten it out here.
Are you all right?
Right, come on then. Just run now.
Ooh. He's just smashed that as someone walked past the door, so watch it.
Kevin, do you want to stand up or do you want us to drag you out?
You stop doing fucking that to me!
Well, stand up!
Come on.
Get up!
He can walk.
No, I don't, so go off.
Obviously that has quite a big effect psychologically, because it then makes you very wary of approaching anywhere and trusting anybody. Come on.
God knows what they're called.
What is it we use? Anti-inflammatories.
Oh no, it's... So you're saying you've taken how many tablets?
Cold codamol,
Take your arm out, Kevin.
Yeah. How many?
About
30.
30.
I remember talking to him afterwards in the ambulance, and he was quite a sweet guy. He told quite a sad story in the end, that his children don't speak to him, and, you know, he is someone's father and someone's son at the end of the day. It's fixed, sorry.
I'm sorry for being such a pain in the ass.
Don't be sorry. It's all right now, and you realise the
error of your ways.
The error of your ways, yeah. So that's the main thing. It's when people aren't sorry.
Arrested for assault and criminal damage, Gavin Gourlay is a regular in custody.
stop being out of order tonight. Fuck me about.
Tonight, he's been taking Valium in massive quantities.
Yeah, 3,400.
Boys! All right, Gavin.
Boys!
All right.
Skinny!
No.
You will also get people who will get prescriptions from doctors for Valium and then don't take it themselves, don't administer it to themselves, and will sell it on to somebody else and make money out of it, out of prescription drugs.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's his blanket and mattress.
Thing is, do you know what? No, he's got a toilet in his cell, yet he chooses to piss on the floor. That's his room. So, him choosing to urinate in his cell, that's his room. So, I don't understand what he then expects us to do, really. So, that's the way he wants to behave. That's the way he wants to behave. Yet he will be as nice as pie in the morning, ask him for his breakfast and his cup of tea, and he wants his blanket and he wants a book, and will be a totally different person. How are you feeling?
All right. Yeah.
You've got to stop taking them Valium.
Yeah.
How many Valiums had you taken?
80.
80?
Yeah.
You're urinating all over the place as well. Can you not remember that either? After I charged you, and you went back? No? That's not good, that, is it? We have to look after them, don't we? You know, that's the first and foremost is I have to look after somebody. Maybe one day you'll stop getting yourself locked up. One day you might listen to me.
Just having a buzz, getting a buzz. I ain't trying to escape nothing or get away from nothing. I'm just entertaining myself. That's all I'm doing.
Would I touch drugs that they use these days? Hell no, never. Absolutely no chance. Do I want to be lying in a pile of shit and piss and puke on a Saturday night in custody? No, thank you. No, I'd even rather watch X Factor, to be frank.